LinkedIn is pretty great at a lot of things, like helping you tap into the latest trends and insights in your field. We cannot stop your coworker from tapping her pencil. LinkedIn can help you find new jobs that align with your career goals. We cannot help you find the source of that weird smell in the office fridge. Ew. And while we can't stop your coworkers from bringing their hobbies into the office, LinkedIn can help you bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from okay to very high. Know your sleep score with Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
The road to the NBA Finals ends here, with star guard setting the tone. The Cavs eye another upset, while the Knicks carry the dreams of all of New York. The Eastern Conference Finals continue on ESPN and ABC.
Central Division Showdown, All Fans First Sports Network. Certainly appreciate each and everybody for tapping in. And we're going to talk some hoops tonight, man. We a man down. The homie Ricky Sway is not in the building with the homie Zeke from Sports Life and Hip Hop Chicago, frustrated Chicago sports fan. But we got the man anyway that talks the least but says the most. The homie Zeke in the building. Shout out to the homie Zeke, man. What's going on with you, Zeke?
Hey, yo, what up? What's going on, man? Just solo today.
Hold on. What's that, man? You got on a New Orleans Pelicans t-shirt?
Hey, man, I'm just NBA fan, man.
Jamal,
Man.
I got a lot of team shirts, man. I wanted to get a team shirt from every team. I still haven't got every team yet because I kind of knew I wasn't gonna get every jersey. I don't want every jersey, but maybe eventually one day.
Right. No, I get it. So what teams right off the bat that you missing?
I don't think I got a Miami Heat shirt, which is crazy. I'm a big Heat culture supporter. I don't think I got Spurs. There's not many actual team shirts I don't have. I know I don't have the Heat and the Spurs. I don't think I had a Clippers shirt. It's a few. I got maybe 10 or 15.
So you mentioned that, right? You mentioned Heat culture, right? And I love Pat Riley and everything he does, right? I love Pat Riley and everything that he do, man. Yeah. I'm just gonna ask a question though, right? Because I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but some stuff I do, man. And that's Gilbert Arenas, man. Gil. And Gil always say, was it Heat culture? Like, what was Heat culture doing before LeBron got back? What has Heat culture done since LeBron? They did go to a couple finals.
Yeah.
But they did like in the last 5 or 6 years. I can't say that. I like the way they play. I like the stuff they do, right? But so is there Heat culture? Did LeBron have a lot to do with it? I mean, I think LeBron went there for it, but is it about culture or is it really about the players you have? And you got something to say, being real perplexed.
No, because when I think of Heat culture, I think of more of the grit and grind, not the lights. You got to think Jimmy Butler. I think the way Jimmy Butler conducted himself was more of they're just a team that tends to do more with less. Like I feel like,
that's true.
That's what it was. That's when I think of Heat culture. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's what I think of more so than LeBron. I mean, what was that like? That was a while ago now.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
left in 14. That was 12 years ago. But they
Yeah.
ain't won no chip.
For sure. But like you said, they've been to a
Then they got close. They lost 2 times, right?
Yeah.
they
Or they
lost
lost
to
twice.
LA, you know.
Who they lose to the other time? They only went once or they went twice? Denver,
one
right?
time.
They lost to them.
Yeah, they did lose to Denver. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Lakers and
And
Denver.
and those teams weren't loaded per se. I
No,
mean,
they weren't loaded. I mean, Jimmy Butler was
they had
clearly their
Duncan
best player.
Robinson on those teams, and he was starting. Like,
Oh yeah, that was he was
Yeah.
$90 million man back then.
I think that's part of what I'm saying about Pat Riley too, though, right? I mean, so yeah, nothing against Heat culture. That was just a question because I hear it talked about so much, right? I think part of Heat culture is the way it's built, the way Pat Riley don't let you come in, then let LeBron do it. You can't come in and run my organization with your homeboys in here, and you're gonna report to camp at a certain weight. You're gonna be in shape. We're gonna Pat Riley don't play none of that. Right?
Yeah, I think that's more so of the culture now, that checking your body fat and all that. James Johnson was just talking about that on I think he was on Jeff Teague pod. He was talking about the body fat percentage. He said Hassan Whiteside kind of changed all that because he came in super duper lean and made everybody get on their game.
I remember Hassan Whiteside coming in big out of shape all the time with 2 left feet. I forgot about him. Man, B False, what's good with you, man? How you doing? What's cracking in the 313 up that way, man? Your Tigers is struggling. I mean,
yeah,
hey, that's the reason I'm looking for Ricky Slade too, because my Reds just got to win over the Mets too in the opening game of that series. But what's up though, False?
I'm just enjoying the weather, man. You know, we didn't have good weather over the weekend around here, anyways. I think it was raining on the East Coast too, but
It was rained ever since Friday, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of rainouts in baseball in general, but no, it's beautiful today. You know, got the day off.
What was beautiful? I mean, it got a little warmer here. It was still cloudy and 70. It got 70. It had been like in the high 50s, low 60s.
Our high was 80 today, and it was not a cloud in the sky. Still not a cloud in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 313 with the nice weather today. Okay. Well, fellas, man, we're going to get this thing started. Today is Memorial Day. You know, we remember all those that served this country and everything you've done for us to live the way that we live and have the freedoms that we have, even though we don't hear some of them trying to be suppressed right now. But just we a country based on all those things that were before recently, and we'll get back to. So, you know, shout out to everybody that's tapping in, everybody who has family that served themselves, and have lost loved ones. We appreciate each and every one of you for everything you did for this country. But fellas, we're going to get into the hoop of it all, man. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm going to talk about my big trash Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a question for Zeke regarding Chicago Bulls, Zeke.
Okay.
Jason Kidd recently got dismissed from his job in Dallas. The Bulls still don't have a coach. Would y'all have any interest in Kidd being your coach?
I would have to say, me personally, I don't think so. I don't think he would be the key to us getting over that hump. I think we still need players. I don't know how well he would do with our roster. We don't have a quote unquote star. So we got Matas. I'm just not sure what he could do for us without the proper talent. I think he's always had a pretty good star on each team he's coached, I believe. Maybe not. He used to coach Brooklyn, right?
He did coach Brooklyn.
Did he coach
I think, yeah, before he went to Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, maybe except for Brooklyn. I think he's always had a star on his roster. I'm not sure. I mean, that's a good question.
He's a vet. He's a Hall of Fame player, and he's a developer of talent. Let's not forget, he the one that started with Giannis and got Giannis handling the ball up. Cooper Flag did a year, and he had a good season last year.
That is true. I don't know. Maybe we could. maybe he could be our coach. Maybe he could do us some good.
I don't think he would be bad, but I mean, obviously, it's not.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be upset. Yeah. Some of the candidates I'm seeing, speaking of the Bulls coaches, Chris Quinn from the Heat, Micah.
Right.
Midwest.
There we go.
Micah Nori from the Timberwolves, Sean Sweeney from the Spurs, Dave Bliss from the Thunder, and Tiago Splitter. Those are all the candidates I've seen that are armed to be candidates for the head coaching job. I don't see Jason Kidd's name on there. I don't know if he could jump the line or anything, but those are the only two names I'm seeing. I mean, he would bring a little bit of star power to the coaching seat, I guess.
Well, it depends on what you want, right? I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and just like during the offseason football, when Jim Harbaugh got fired, he jumped everybody as a candidate for every job. And if Mike Tomlin got fired and then wait, but decided just to resign, he would have jumped Jim Harbaugh. So Jason Kidd jumping some folks in line, though.
Yeah. They were saying the reason why he didn't, why he got out of Dallas was he wanted that GM job, but they gave it to cat from the Raptors. What's his name? Ujiri. Yeah, they gave Ujiri the GM job, and he was kind of upset because he kind of wanted to move up.
He got more than he like GM, president of basketball. He got a lot.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, go ahead, Fox.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, Tiago Splitter. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Trailblazers didn't retain him. He kind of he stepped in for Chauncey in the midst of all that. The team, Chauncey didn't really do that good of a job in Portland, and he stepped in the midst of all that confusion and made them a playoff team. Granted they got sent home because they played OKC in the first round, but.
Right.
Who would have thought that, when I think of Tiago Splitter, like as a basketball player, I didn't even think head coach, to be honest. But considering what he had to work with, I mean, he had Scoot Henderson, who is still, for all intents and purposes, a draft bust. I mean, he kind of made something. The development of Avdia, who was drafted by Washington and then got to Portland and became a legitimate all-star. So yeah, that might not be a bad look for you. I mean, Jason Kidd, has bounced around a little bit. He's a veteran. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame point guard. Point guards always tend to make good coaches, but we haven't really seen him take that next level. So probably a good starting point guy, but as far as when it's time to be a legitimate team, Jason Kidd may not be that type of coach.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go ahead.
He probably want to leave because that new owner is cheap. He don't want to pay nobody. He didn't want to get the Portland owner. He didn't want to get the fans T-shirts and all that. And I think he came out and said, like, yo, I don't want to pay the coach X amount of dollars. I only want to pay him this amount. It was I think it was like $1.5 million. Like, he ain't trying to give up no money, and he don't care either. So he might want to get out of there because of that. He don't get no bread there.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Did he? I know they interviewing candidates, but he's gonna get interviewed too, though, right? They didn't just let him go.
Yeah, I don't think he's let go. Yeah,
he still could be retained. Talk to other people. What if Jason Kidd want to go there? I probably got to take Jason Kidd over Tiago Splitter, even though he did a great job.
Yeah, he's a bigger name.
That firing kind of went under the radar. I didn't hear anything about Jason Kidd being let go.
Oh yeah, it was kind of like a real quick thing. Like, I mean, like they didn't see eye to eye. Jason Kidd, I don't know if Jason Kidd will fire me. I want out of here or what. I don't know if he forced his way. I don't know how it went down, but it went down. But yeah, so that's what's going on in Chicago. So when do you expect to have a coach, Zeke? Before the draft?
I would hope so. Yeah, I hope we get some before the draft.
The draft about a month from today.
Yeah, I think we'll have some before the draft. I have trust in our new ownership, our new GM. They say we reaching out to the Wizards for that number 1 pick too. So that's another rumor. Yeah,
number 1. Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
The Wizards want to haul that number 1 pick. I got a homie out here that's a Wizards fan. Yeah, they want to haul.
They already got a decent team. They don't need much.
Yeah, but what they gonna want though? It ain't about what you need. It's about what you can get.
Is AD really a part of their future?
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard he went out of there too. He said I love my money. I'm not going, he wanted to get paid this last year of his contract, but he open to be traded though. He didn't
I'm
said
sure he's
that,
open.
But is he healthy enough to be traded?
I think Trae Young will opt in and get paid.
What Red said, what's the best fit for Joe? What I think the best fit for Joker is?
Joker.
Yeah, Joker free agent.
Kid.
Jason
Kidd
Kidd.
might be Kid.
Joker not a free agent.
No, I think Joker is a free agent.
No.
He ain't leaving Denver.
He might force a trade. I heard some talk about Joker though.
Nah, LeBron is the biggest free agent name.
Okay, I can believe that, but Jason Kidd. Reds. But nah, Joker, he's saying he is not. You're right.
He has a player option for 2027.
Joker do?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I heard.
Well, I guess he could opt out, but ain't no way.
Yeah.
He's not opting out of $62 million. That's crazy.
You don't think Joker gets $62 million if he opted out and he get it for somewhere else?
Who would pay? Who has that room?
Well, that's why you would trade for him, depending on what you're giving up. Would Boston be better trading Jaylen Brown and getting Joker?
They would, but I
don't think Denver would do that.
Yeah, why the hell would they do that?
Because they getting a younger star player that helps them. I ain't said Joker don't want to be there though. I'm not saying they doing it player for player. We getting the same. Maybe it'll take Jaylen Brown in a first round pick or something. I don't know. But the discussion got to be had.
I haven't heard anything about that. I didn't know that was. You said Joker doesn't want to be in Denver?
Joker, he can opt out. He could one out of Denver.
Oh, yeah. Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, that'd be weird.
I would be surprised if Jamal Murray back next year.
I could see Murray getting out of there. I don't know about Joker.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking about some of the rumors out here. But speaking of rumors, this ain't no rumor. This is facts. And I want to know going over to Detroit to the homie B-Fall Energy Big Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got your boy Jalen Duren up for the super max 5 years because he made 87 million, man. Your owner, what's his name? Tom
Gores.
Tom Gores, Tracy Langdon in the back room. Is they gonna give Jalen Duren the bag?
I mean, we might end up having to match somebody else's offer, but I don't think that will be the initial offer.
The max he could get with another team is 4 years, 177.
Yeah, we'll max. We'll match that.
So the thought is, you telling Duren, go out there and see what you can get.
Yeah, go. You see somebody else. Like now, I could see. Now, what I could see is Chicago doing it just to handcuff us, because they need a center, and if for some by some crazy chance Detroit doesn't want to match it, hey, you got your center for the next 5-6 years, and we got to go find one to continue. Hey, I kind of wonder how that plays out in practice. Duren probably be dunking all that.
I mean, Jalen Duren is starter for a reason, though. I mean, Paul Reed, good energy, good player off the bench, good playoff, especially against Cleveland. I saw that, and I mean, I knew who Paul Reed was, but Foss was big up every week on here, and get him in there
with good reason. Third team all NBA.
No, I'm saying big up Paul Reed.
Paul Reed.
Well, no, Paul Reed was balling.
Right.
Reed only 26? Wow.
Yeah, I think he only went to school for 1 year. He's pretty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he was a little older than that. Okay.
He got a kind of older, goofy look to him. Yeah, he's
a couple cats out there in Detroit like that.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Dennis Jenkins is like 25. Him and Paul Reed are like the same age.
Yeah, them jokers look at every bit of 30. But nah. So you let him see what he can get, and you willing to match it.
Yeah, I don't think you jump out the window. I mean, unless they come to an agreement somewhere in the correct wheelhouse.
5 years, 200, you'll get it done. That's 40 a year.
Right. I mean, even that is kind of a but 40 is a lot of money, bro. 40 is a lot of money for a guy.
No, but Cats is great. Shea making 70.
Yeah.
The market different now. This is what it is.
Jay got 70, but he also got a ring though.
He got a ring. You're right about that. But I mean, at some point you got to pay on potential, right?
No, I agree.
You got to take a gamble on potential.
I'll quote your cousin. They don't pay you for what you've done. They pay you what you can do down the line. You know, what you've done is what you've done. So he's still very young. So he's got that going for him. And now he's got some extra accolades. He's got an all-star and a third-team All-NBA. So I got faith that he'll get back right. He'll get his body and his mind, you know, A1. And, you know, we'll be back to it for the next, you know, foreseeable future.
That part at age 22, I mean, we did the same thing, and we had the same thing happen a couple of years ago when Evan Mobley got named Defensive Player of the Year during his contract year. We had to up the ante on that because he won that. Like, it's in his contract that he get paid so much more money if he get that award, and he did. But you know, you gambling on upside and youth and all that, you ain't gonna know what it is. You got to project what is gonna be, what it look like. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, and he's not going to be 23 until, you know, November. So he's going to start the season and still be 22. So he entered the league as an 18-year-old. He was a kid.
Yeah,
didn't look like a little kid, but he was young.
Yeah, he did. He played that 1 year in Memphis with Penny. I remember that. You know, I think him and Imani Bates did together being big trash.
Hey, that's a testament to Penny as a coach. I don't think he ever did that. He never did nothing as a coach.
Yeah,
he ain't Coach D Rose.
Right. So you're not waving the flag on Duren. You want to keep Duren or no?
I want to keep him. I think that I refuse to believe that he was physically in the best position. You know, he happened to go against two of the best rim protectors in all the best. I mean, outside of Wemby and Isaiah Stewart and guys of that nature. I mean, you know, what?
You said Wemby and Isaiah Stewart, like they're in the same class?
I mean, well, not necessarily in the same class, but just look at the numbers at rim protection and field goal percentage at the rim.
Okay.
Numbers high.
All right.
Sample sizes do though.
What you mean?
How much time you playing? How long you doing it?
Regardless of whether you do it for 5 minutes or for 20, I mean, you still got to protect that rim. Like it doesn't. He's made countless blocks at the rim.
No, I'm not saying Stu ain't a good shot blocker, but Wemby
don't even play big minutes.
Then Wemby averaged like almost 5 blocks a game. But I know he the first only ever unanimous defensive player of the year, unanimous.
I'm just saying, look at the numbers at field goal percentage at the rim. That's all.
Hey Zeke, I think we getting some big energy back.
I'm just saying the numbers don't lie. I'm not just throwing things out here. These are things.
Right. But so if I can run at 22 miles an hour for 20 yards and you can do it at 50 yards for 50 yards, you ain't faster? I'm just as fast as you now.
I didn't say he was just as good as him. I'm just saying when you look at the numbers at protecting the rim.
Okay.
Not out on the perimeter. I would venture to say that Wemby can probably defend out there on an island better. But at the rim, it's... Hey.
You watch more Detroit basketball than I do, so I got to take your word for it.
You don't have to, Zeke. But
it's just the numbers.
I wish homie Ricky.
He would say Duren trash. I'd be like, you talking about Stewart? What is Duren coming up for?
To go back to Duren, it's crazy how like he had a great season overall, a great regular season, and the All NBA is a regular season award. But the fact that he came up short in the playoffs got everybody questioning out. He's a fraud All NBA. It's crazy how one bad series could throw off everything you did in the regular season, even though it's not even supposed to.
Two bad series.
Oh yeah, 2 bad series. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. It's the same thing with MVP. If SGA had fell on his face, it would have looked crazy.
Fall on his face all the time, though.
Well, yeah, that the literal sense. But during the yips. But yeah, if SGA had got put out in the second round or had a bag, it would have looked weird for him to win MVP, especially since they announced it later on in the season. But
He just spoke. Jerk just spoke on that.
yeah, even in himself, he didn't feel right.
Right. Yeah. He's like, man, I didn't want to be there. None of that. So yeah, them postseason mishaps can really affect people. It's crazy. Durant hasn't said anything though, has he? He hasn't released any statements like, "Yo,
I can kind of respect that. It's not going to look. You can't win for losing with that many days to 9.
Yeah, Woo did say 41-year-old LeBron making 50.
That's what LeBron now.
That is. I mean, and LeBron just didn't he just do like 27, 7 and 7 in the playoffs?
Probably or close to it. Yeah.
I mean, then that if he played 1 year next year, somebody gave him 50, that'd be a bargain. I ain't saying he gonna get 60 or 70. If he played 1 year at 50, it'd be a bargain because what he gonna bring to the organization, he putting see retirement tour, it's gonna be a value buy.
Yep.
You know? But yeah, my man Reds down around Memphis, Bartlett, Tennessee, say the NIL money is what's hurting Penny, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
Everybody throwing the money around. He can't get with his name. He can't attract nobody. That's crazy.
Yeah, he should.
Well, they just made it because where was that in Florida? The Florida governor signed into law the Teddy Bridgewater rule in high school, where high school coaches can put their own money into their own teams and invest and buy them stuff like equipment and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, because he got in trouble because Teddy Bridgewater got in trouble for helping some kids out or whatever. So,
see, I think you shouldn't get in trouble, but I think, as far as like if you a coach just got bread and can just do it, I think that affects the competitive balance of high school athletics.
It's slippery slope because it's just kind of it's cheating-ish when you got a NFL coach. I mean NFL player as your coach. Of course, he's going to be able to make it happen more than Roscoe down the street that's coaching just because he love the game.
Yeah, the homie Rube Stone in the building said, "Let's end this tonight, Knicks." The Know It All Nation, one of the homies out here, man. Out here, if you a Knicks fan, 100, man. If you was hating on the Cavs, though, man, Rube, come on, man. If you out here hating, I got this for you, man. This what I'm gonna need you to do, Rube. If you out here just hating on the Cavs,
and sit your ass down.
Shout out to the homie Rube, man. But fellas, okay, so real quick, the All NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like we talk about this game, great start. Let's talk about the Cavs Knicks real quick. Give me your quick thoughts on that. We 3 games in, Knicks down, Knicks up 3-0, but the Cavs is up 2-1 on the analytic board. Coach in an analytic record.
That was one of the craziest quotes.
Even if you think it, you don't say it, man. Then your parents tell you like some stuff you just keep to yourself.
Right.
Goodness. What's been your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm sure you can take a guess on the angle I'm taking, but honestly, not to make it about the Pistons, but as a Pistons fan, I'm a little disappointed, mostly in the fact that I would venture to believe that we would at least get one game up, and so it's painful to watch how the Cavs is going out. And I will say that I think that the fresher legs and the team that's had more time to rest up, they were able to use that to their advantage. The Cavs have been playing every other day since game 5 of the first series. So I think the Pistons series took a lot out of them. I think that the Knicks have used that to their advantage to win the transition battle. Also, the fourth quarter collapses have cooked them. I don't know if it was. I know for a fact in game 1, the Cavs had it in the bag. They were up 22 points and got outscored. I think something like 41-11 to close out the game.
44-11.
44-11. That's what it is. Yep, 44-11 to close out, and that had to be very dejecting from them. And, I don't think they've really recovered from that. Harden hasn't played great. He's had a couple 6 turnover games. The game 2, he has 0 turnovers. But yeah, one of those games, great start to the game, fourth quarter, nothing. So I don't know. Somebody was telling me that Mitchell and him kind of had some words, or there was maybe I don't know. Maybe that was sometimes people see stuff online and it's all AI'd out or whatever, but I'd be real curious from the Cavs perspective, how they feel about Harden and how that plays out moving forward, because to get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals, if that were to happen, I don't know where I would want to go from there as far as, figuring that all out. Does Mitchell have an opt-out coming up soon? I feel like he got a contract.
Yeah, he can opt after this next season.
After the next season. Okay.
Yeah, after 27. But to me, go ahead, Zeke. Give me your thought. I was going to say something about Mitchell, but go ahead, Zeke.
Well, Cavs are down 3-0. It's never been a comeback from 3-0. I think it'll happen one day. It'll happen. I think it's only been like maybe 10 or 11 from 3-0 to force a game 7. So it hasn't been that many. But I think that game 1 comeback, like B. Foster alluded to earlier, that was a heartbreaker. I don't know if they even got over that, because I heard Mitchell mention that kind of recently, the game 1.
After game,
right, yeah, after game 3, he brought up game 1. I'm like, why is he bringing up game 1? Then they let Josh Hart go off on them in game 2. And I think overall, just their Cleveland's bench hasn't really showed up either. Sam Merrill, what's the other guy? Sam Merrill, Dean Wade. They haven't really been producing as good as they usually do, and that's kind of that's tough when you're in the playoffs. Like Shaq said, you got to have the others stepping up, and it hasn't really happened so far for Cleveland.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with everything both y'all said. False far as Detroit go, y'all would have, because y'all a tougher team, right? So y'all would have, y'all wouldn't be out there just getting ran up and down on, Now, y'all struggled all, but y'all no Diddy, right? Is that why you laugh? That's definitely getting ran up and down on. No Diddy.
You got to chill.
Yeah, man. Back to your regularly scheduled programming, but. Yeah, and Detroit was like 4-0 against them this year, 3-0.
It might have been 3-0, but they were all double digits.
Yeah, all blowouts. Yeah. As far as Cleveland go, that game 1, if I could have transported myself to MSG and got on the bench, I would have won that game. Not on the court, from the bench, being up by 22 with 7 minutes 50 seconds left. Because at that point, as a coach, You subbing Dean Wade for Sam Merrill. You letting James Harden get cooked. You got all your offense out there. That's when you muck it up. That's when you put Jalen Tyson in there and Dean Wade and Max Strus and Evan and Jared Allen. You make them grind out to get points. You know what I mean? Then if they cut that lead to 12 or something, then you put some offense because you feel like you need to score going down the stretch. But that way you would have rested your offensive players. You would have had defense out there to kill about at least a good 3 or 4 minutes. And and you start going down low. You had advantage down low. They played small. So game 1 was a giveaway. Game 1 was a heartbreaker. When it was 53-53 in the second half of game 2, and Detroit went on another 18-0 run, surprisingly. The game just got away in game 3. They didn't come out with no energy. And you got Kenny Atkinson, the coach, talking about we won the analytic battle.
What is he even talking about?
He talking about projected score, like based off like the shot quality, the ratings and all that stuff. Well, on the math book you won. On the court you got your ass whooped.
Right.
There's only one thing that matters. And as a coach, for you to say that to me, I can't deal with you no more. I mean, I don't want to see my team lose, but if they lose tonight and it mean him getting fired, I might take that L. I might want that L, right? And, he's coached a year last year, but he all offensive. I mean, just like JB was all defensive. I mean, so we ain't had a coach. It's just all around. There's some guys out there. I wouldn't mind having Jason Kidd. I wouldn't mind having Sam Cassell, some of the names I see available. because I think it's guys here to bring a certain level of respect and toughness from the players. Kenny Atkinson kind of like David Blatt. David Blatt went to the championship, right? Next year, his ass was out of there. Or didn't he go to the championship? He got fired, but he was number one. He was an all-star coach and got fired. Did he go to the championship?
He had a great record.
I know Dwayne Casey. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, he still got love for Detroit. He be all up at the games and stuff.
He still works in the organization. I want to say he got.
Oh, okay.
He has a job in the
Front office.
Yeah, front office. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, man. So the Cavs, they just been outplayed, out hustled, out physical, and definitely out coached. So I think hopefully
Mike Brown again, man.
But yeah, so now real quick, the Spurs and the Thunder, man. What y'all think about that series?
I think the Spurs might have it, man. Thunder dealing with some injuries. They lost AJ Mitchell and J-Dub. So if they gonna be gone the whole series, the Spurs might have a chance.
You think, False?
Yeah, I think that I think the Spurs, I mean, going into it, OKC definitely was considered to be a very deep team, but on any given day, they can go to a Steph Castle or, one day I think Dylan Harper had like 20 plus points.
Yeah.
Fox don't even got to play sometimes. They just got so
he
many.
did play the first two games. Last night he got some like 15 or something. He was needed.
Right. Like, I think the very last game he had 12, 10, and 5, but between Wemby and SGA, I think Wemby's been the better player. I think SGA only had 15 points in the last game. What was it? 19 points. 6 of 15.
And probably 14 on more free throws.
Right. Yeah. He's only 6 of 15 from the field. 7 free throws, and what do they call that basketball when you not immoral basketball, but unethical basketball. some of these terrible, flopping, and y'all know how I feel about people that's flopping and stuff like that. It's just not good for the game of basketball. This is your MVP, and he's kind of the example for the youth or whatever. Is all this, flailing and falling all over the court, man. I can't. It's hard to stomach. So
False done officially called SGA a wankster out here in these streets.
Well, he ain't never been viewed as a tough guy, but
shout out Canada, Drake. Shout out Canada.
Shout out Canada. But I just can't get with all that. I just can't get with all that flopping and falling all over the court, man. But
tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
No, I'm with you.
Salute to him in the 70 million and all that.
Yeah. The Thunder, I picked them to win in 7. I know the Spurs beat them the majority of the time during the season, 4 times, I believe. Out of OKC, 18 losses, 4 to the Spurs during the season. The game 1 was closer than it should have been. San Antonio should have had that game put away. They let them come back.
Yeah.
But they won in overtime. And then game 2, OKC handled their home court. And game 3, they did on the road and did them pretty bad.
Yeah.
But last night, game 4, Wemby came back to play at like 33 or something like that, and was a factor. It cracks me up every time cats go to the hole and see that joker, man. They back up out of there.
Man,
He caused so many shot clock violations just because he be there. Like, they don't even try and get a shot up at the clock as the shot clock going on. But,
them change their mind instantly.
I had it 4-3 Thunder. Them injuries, like Zeke said, could be a factor. But the Thunder played most of the season without J-Dub, but you still need your best players in the playoffs, especially you get to this round of the playoffs. So they need them. But I see a way the Spurs can win. You know what I mean? They play grimy and physical. We got Spurs. Should be a Spurs culture too. Pop, the godfather of that.
Oh,
Should be a
man.
Spurs culture too.
They showed there was a cut of what's his name, Mitch Williams.
The coach, Mitch Johnson. The coach,
Mitch Johnson,
Mitch Johnson, of him coaching up Wemby, kind of whispering something in his ear, and then they cut to Pop, and he's talking to Tim Duncan in that same same motion. It was very very poetic, and like, okay, this is kind of the old and the new,
right?
Yeah, because that's how they do it. I mean, Johnson came up under Pop. Johnson was their G League coach. They didn't go outside Spurs culture.
And that's what OKC did too. I want to say the coach. I don't even know.
Dan Howell, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
their coach was they G League coach too.
Yeah. And that's why sometimes people we fall in love with the names like the Jason Kidds and the Sam Cassell.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes it'd be just a random like the Denver coach, like that dude.
Right.
Who is that? Like,
his dad was a coach though.
Was he?
Yeah.
He looks like a ventriloquist. I ain't gonna lie.
Whose son is he though?
I can't even think of his name. Damn. But yeah, his dad was a coach.
Yeah, Adelman, Rick Adelman.
Yeah, Rick Adelman.
Oh,
yeah.
Last name is Adelman.
Yeah, that's David Adelman. Yeah.
I never put that together.
Just like y'all won't remember what I remember.
I remember.
I remember JB's dad though. Bernie was a beast.
Oh yeah, him too. Yep.
Bernie was a beast. So yeah, you got these second generation coaches. Is pretty good young coaches though, because they've been around the game,
sure,
they know the game, all that stuff, man. And I think your boy Spoelstra was like Pat Riley's little son, was a little video boy at one time.
No, it was crazy because I was watching an old game, Miami Heat. This is back when Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. I'm like, is that Spoelstra on the sideline?
Like getting towels and stuff.
I'm like, I was seeing things.
There you go, Spoelstra Heat culture.
No, that's really,
He grew up in it. I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, so, I'm rooting for the Spurs. I still think the Thunder experience I think get it in 6. I mean, in 7 for the Thunder, but I'm rooting for the Spurs. So,
Thunder are supposed to win. They should win because Spurs ain't never did it before.
Right. Now, that's not how it typically works.
Right.
They'll be, breaking some trends that's been going on for years about getting over the hump and stuff like that, right?
Just goes to show how hard it is to repeat too, though, especially when you got injuries.
And this would be like the 8th or 9th year in a row with no repeat champion.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's like 2017 or something like that, I think.
Because at one time, I feel like there was a complaint that like it's always the same teams. It's always the Lakers. It's always whatever the case.
Golden State, Cleveland, 4 in a row.
Yeah, Golden State was the last back-to-back. Yep.
Since then, it's been Denver and Boston, and
Toronto got one, Lakers, Golden State. Who else got one in there? Oh, Diddy to that too.
Raptors, Bucks.
Bucks got one. Yeah.
Small market.
Yeah, small market teams. I mean, hell, last year the Pacers and Thunder's in there.
And
I really think that's better for the NBA, though. I know
100%.
Yeah, it is.
People try to act like this is fixed or whatever the case may be, but not when the Pacers are winning the championship. So, like that's not on your beat.
Right.
But all right, before we get ready to get out of here, man, last thing, man, let's talk about the All NBA teams, man. Falls, you got a boy on the first team. Go ahead and tell us first team All NBA.
Yeah, so we got SGA, we got Joker, we got Wemby, we got Luka, and Cade Cunningham. Last but certainly not least, Cade Cunningham.
Last certainly but not least, and the only American-born player on the All NBA team.
Good point.
Man, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I didn't think. I didn't put. See, hey, that's a big deal right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was like I said last week, up until the collapsed lung situation, he was in legitimate MVP talks, and we were all worried about whether or not Jokic and SGA was going to come back in time because he was hurt for a period of time, and Luka had a little stint too. So yeah, he was a bona fide MVP candidate. Ended up with 60 wins. So yeah, deserved selection.
Okay, Z, go ahead with the second team on NBA. I know y'all don't got nobody on here, but go ahead and go to the second team on.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the snubs. We had Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, and Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, and I'll go third team real quick. Then we can talk about if somebody was misplaced or somebody was snubbed. The third team was Jamal Murray, Jay Johnson, Atlanta Hawks, Jalen Duren, and Chet Holmgren. Anybody that's missed that y'all, you think the first team is all right? Anybody that's on the second team should have been first team.
Honestly,
No.
I say Kawhi. Kawhi had a very. It was good to it was good to see him kind of get back to form. One of those guys that's kind of been like, is he gonna play enough games? Is it?
This was one of his best seasons ever. It might have been his best season ever statistically.
He put up 50 on us, but I do appreciate Cade getting the nod over him.
Cade served over the course of the whole season.
Yeah.
Zeke, anything stand out to you? You must got a snub because you said something about it.
No, I was gonna say, like, if the Knicks go on to the final, let's say, hypothetically speaking to the future, if the Knicks go on and win this whole thing, his people are already gonna say that Brunson is gonna be the greatest Knick ever, and he's on second team. But this is a regular season award. You can't say, oh man, but he got the Knicks the first title in X amount of years. He should have been first team. You can't do that. So that's the only thing I was looking at was Brunson being second team when he's on a pretty historic run right now.
Right now. Who would he replace on the first team though?
Did he play more games than Luka? I feel like Luka didn't play that many games. How many games did he play?
He must have played 65.
Oh yeah, he had to play.
Most of the games he missed was during the playoff.
Well, yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah,
I mean, he missed the last five.
Last 5 or 6.
The season was damn near over.
Yeah, he played us. He played 64 games. Oh wait, he got the
baby exemption.
Yeah, he got the exception. That's why.
Well, he got this. Yeah, that suspension.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. Yep. Yeah, he averaged 33, 7, and 8.
Yeah, you can't. And the Lakers was in the top 4, and early in the season they was like top 1 and 2 for like the first third of the season.
Yeah,
So the one thing that stands out to me, and this is he the first player ever to do it. Kevin Durant, the only player to make All NBA on 5 different teams.
Wow.
The higher gun.
I don't know what that speaks to outside of the fact that he always moving around and don't sit his ass down though.
That and he hoop everywhere he go. He was a hooper. That's how he want to be though.
Yep.
Tell that to the Rockets fans this year.
He plug and play every year.
Phoenix, Brooklyn, Golden State. He took their dynasty out of there. He stayed, got another 1 or 2 in him. Did he?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, that's the only thing I got. But fellas, we about to get on up out of here, man. Go ahead and shout out or plug anything you need to plug before we go, man. Been another fun week tapping in with the NBA homies, man.
My start, I guess, B. Foster, one half of Bleachers to Speakers and Post Game Podcast. We in off season mode now, so be on the lookout for NBA draft scouting reports. As we prepare to build on to what we accomplished this year. But outside of that, every Wednesday NFC North shows, and every Sunday, Detroit Tigers talk, corner to Copa. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff going on over there on the Bleachers and Speakers and Post Game Podcast. The Detroit homies. Zeke, what's going on over there for Chicago on Sports Life and Hip Hop, man?
Sports Life and Hip Hop, we back outside again. We just conducted an interview with Jay Jones, Hood author. That should be out. Yeah, he's a hood author, man. Emotional translator, Jay Jones. That interview is up on YouTube right now. Just uploaded a couple hours ago. And the Black Boy Art Show we just went to over the weekend, Navy Pier in Chicago. That should be out maybe next week. So yeah, we outside doing interviews again.
Y'all gonna run back that basketball bikinis again?
That I don't know. We might. I think we did that maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure.
Well, you got some loyal viewers of that thing, man.
Yeah, we gonna try to do Exotica again out of town this year. We're gonna try to do that because we've been to the Chicago Exotica maybe 3-4 times. So we want to try another location this year. So we're gonna try to do that later on this year.
Okay. Respect to all that. And for far as I go on the Know It Alls podcast, we got a lot of stuff going on. But one thing I think is very interesting, on Thursday night, we'll be having a discussion with my Jag 2G homies, just a guy. That's me and 2 geniuses. I got a real computer nerd and a former high school professor college professor, now a high school administrator, a football coach down in Texas on the show. Some homies I know. We're gonna be talking about the quarterbacks, Lord of the Rings. Like, what's the top two at the top of the team? Because it's got to be some quarter. Is it just a ranger that we give guys credit because they teams won Super Bowls? But we want to talk about who the top 10 quarterbacks of all time was in our prayer view. So we're gonna talk about that. It's gonna be a live show. That was typically is a recorded show, but we go live once a month. Especially we're talking about, top 10s and lists and stuff like that. So we'll be live Thursday night at 9:15 for that one. So tap in and check that out. That should be interesting. Tomorrow, all the shows on all the channels we've mentioned, go ahead and check all them out. And we'll see y'all next time on any of our next shows. Just tap in and support. That being said, we out. Big peace.